Every single day, AI gets smarter. It writes faster than you. It researches faster than you. It never sleeps, never gets tired, and never asks for a raise. So the real question is this: what makes you irreplaceable? The answer is not a new skill or a better resume. The answer is philosophy. Specifically, Stoic philosophy, practiced by emperors, soldiers, and slaves over 2,000 years ago, and more relevant today than ever before. Here are 5 Stoic habits that make you impossible to replace. Habit 1. Master what you control. Epictetus was born a slave. He had no money, no freedom, no power. And yet he became one of the most influential thinkers in history. His secret? He divided everything in life into 2 categories: things inside his control, and things outside it. Inside your control, your choices, your effort, your attitude, your response. Outside your control, the economy, other people, AI replacing your job title. Most people spend 90% of their energy on the second category: worrying, complaining, waiting for things to be fair. Stoics spend everything on the first. Psychology calls this internal locus of control. People who practice it are more resilient, less anxious, and adapt faster to disruption. In the AI age, this habit becomes your foundation. AI can execute your tasks. It cannot choose your direction. That is entirely yours. Practice. Every morning, write 2 columns. In my control. Not in my control. Only make plans from the first column. Do this for 2 weeks and watch your anxiety drop. Habit 2. Choose discomfort before it chooses you. Seneca was one of the wealthiest men in ancient Rome. And yet every few months, he would spend a week sleeping on a hard floor, eating plain bread, and wearing his thinnest clothes. He was not punishing himself. He was training himself. His logic was simple. If I practice the thing I fear, I stop fearing it. Angela Duckworth's research on grit confirms exactly this. People who voluntarily seek difficulty become far more resilient to difficulty they did not choose. The brain physically rewires its response to stress. In the AI age, comfort is dangerously easy to come by. Why struggle through a hard problem when a chatbot can answer it in seconds? But here is the truth. The struggle is where your mind actually grows. Every time you sit with a hard problem, you build something AI cannot replicate. Depth, judgment, original thinking. Practice. Once a week, do one deliberately uncomfortable thing. A hard conversation you have been avoiding. Deep focused work before checking your phone. A complex problem you sit with before asking AI. The fear before it is always bigger than the experience itself. Habit 3. Be radically honest with yourself. Marcus Aurelius was the most powerful person on earth. He commanded armies. He ruled an empire. And every night, he wrote in a private journal calling himself lazy, impatient, and too easily swayed by flattery. He was not being harsh. He was being honest. Because the Stoics believed self-deception was more dangerous than any outside enemy. Researcher Tasha Eurich studied self-awareness for years and found something shocking. Only 10 to 15% of people are genuinely self-aware. Meanwhile, 95% believe they are. That gap explains nearly everything. Why smart people make bad decisions. Why talented people stay stuck. Why some leaders inspire and others quietly destroy teams. In the AI age, this matters more than ever. AI is trained on patterns from the past. It cannot feel your motivations from the inside. A person who truly understands why they make their choices brings something no algorithm can match. Practice. Keep a nightly journal with one rule. No flattery allowed. Write what you did, and then ask honestly, what was my real motivation? Do this consistently and you will know yourself better than most people ever will. Habit 4. Act from values, not just goals. The Stoics had one highest aim. They called it arete, excellence of character, wisdom, justice, courage, self-discipline. Not something you achieve after becoming successful. The actual foundation of success itself. Viktor Frankl survived the worst conditions imaginable in a Nazi concentration camp. His conclusion? People driven by meaning survive what others cannot. Dan Ariely's behavioral research shows the same pattern. Humans perform dramatically better when the work feels meaningful. In the AI age, this becomes your edge. AI optimizes perfectly for any goal you give it, but it cannot decide which goals are worth pursuing. It cannot ask, is this right? Is this good? Should we even be doing this? That question requires values, and only a person with genuine values can answer it. The most irreplaceable person in any organization is not the most productive one. It is the one everyone trusts to ask the right question at the right moment. Practice. Every evening, ask yourself one thing. Did I act like the person I want to become, not just accomplish what I planned? One honest answer per day builds what psychologists call moral identity, the strongest predictor of integrity under pressure. Habit 5. Let the thought of death sharpen your life. Memento mori. Latin for, remember you will die. Marcus Aurelius repeated this to himself constantly, not because he was morbid, but because death was the clearest lens he had. When you remember your time is finite, trivial things stop mattering. Small ego battles lose their grip. Wasted days start to hurt. What truly matters rises to the surface immediately. Terror management theory in modern psychology confirms this. People who consciously and openly face their mortality become less materialistic, more present, and far more purposeful in how they spend their time. Jeff Bezos uses a version of this exact thinking. He calls it his regret minimization framework. The question is simple. When I am 80 years old, will I regret not doing this? That one question has driven some of the biggest decisions of his life. In the AI age, this habit may be the most powerful of all. AI has no finite time. It experiences no loss. It carries no weight. The weight of a mortal life, properly felt, is not something to escape. It is the source of your most human and irreplaceable qualities. Urgency, love, sacrifice, legacy. Practice. Spend 2 minutes every morning with this one thought. Imagine yourself at 90 years old, looking back at today. What would feel meaningful? What would seem like a complete waste? Then make your choices accordingly. 5 habits. Thousands of years of proof. Control your focus. Embrace difficulty. See yourself clearly. Act from values. Honor your finite time. These are not productivity hacks. They are not quick wins. They are the qualities that have helped human beings stay grounded, purposeful, and deeply effective through every age of disruption. And they are the exact qualities that no AI, no matter how powerful, will ever replace. That is not just philosophy. That is your strategy. If this hit different, follow for one Stoic idea every week. Takes 2 seconds and it might change how you move through your day.